Problems are the key to progress. Solving problems is the way that we evolve. Problems give your life meaning. You would probably wish for less problems in your life, right? I would. Me a year ago or 2 years ago, he would probably wish for 0 problems in his life because he felt that problems only weighed him down. When in reality, if you took away all of his problems and he had 0 challenge in his life, he would grow bored and complacent because he would know that there's nothing that he actually has to work hard on to see success in. And so his life would become meaningless. Many see problems as this scary thing. Think about it in your mind. When you hear the word problem, do you think more negative thoughts or positive thoughts? Many view problems as negative, when in reality, they can be one of the best things in your life. Problems used the right way are one of the greatest tools you can have. Let's get into that. Problems are the key to progress. The only way to move forward in your life is by solving some sort of problem. Life is just a series of problems you need to solve in order to evolve. Problems present an opportunity to change something in your life, and therefore present an opportunity to improve your life. Every problem should be seen as a new opportunity to make something in your life better. Your life is built by the choices you make, and choices present themselves when problems arrive. Problems are how you advance in life. You cannot get from A to B if you do not have a choice and a decision to make that arise from a problem. Every problem in life requires you to evolve in some way in order to solve that. You have to evolve in level of mind, perspective, or identity in order to be able to solve this new magnitude of problem in your life and get better. Experience is gained by identifying problems in your life, solving them, and making your process more efficient by evolving the process that your mind operates on. That is a quote by Dan Coe. Who you are today was all determined by the problems and choices in your past. Who you are tomorrow is all determined by the problems and choices you have today. Problems present the opportunity for change, and your choices give you the results. If you become comfortable with difficulty in solving problems, then you have already mastered any room that you step into. Think about it. If you become comfortable with this, then you know that anywhere you go, any room that you step into, if there's a problem or if it's difficult, then you already know how to deal with it. You have already mastered this. Beginners flee from difficulty and problems. Masters embrace problems and difficulty like an old friend. They strive for difficulty and problems because that is what brings challenge and fun to their lives. Beginners flee from problems. Masters embrace problems like an old friend because they see the opportunity within the problems. Problems bring not only the opportunity for a better life, but they also bring meaning to your life. Problems, projects, and purpose all arise from challenges. Think about a puzzle like those big games that are cut up into tiny little pieces and you have to fit together to make the big image. If you zoom out, all that it really is just a big problem. The whole pleasure and purpose of this game is to give you a problem that you know you can solve piece by piece, challenge by challenge. That is what makes it fun and enjoyable. But you can do this exact same thing in your own life. If you think about it, you know deep down within you that you could solve any problem that you wanted. You could truly figure out the best solution to anything, just like this puzzle, this picture puzzle. And that turns your life into a game. And when you do this, problems aren't just this annoying weight anymore. They are an opportunity to bring fun to your life and enjoy the meaning that having a problem in your life brings. If you fall in love with solving problems, then you'll make more progress than you ever have. Once you realize that problems are only this opportunity to bring challenge to your life and therefore bring meaning to your life, then you start solving a lot more problems. And then when you solve all these problems, your life naturally gets better and better, and you improve in every little area that a new problem arises in. If you think about it, the good life is only a result of high-quality decisions and solutions to your problems. And as you solve more and more problems, realize what they are. They are good things and they are opportunities in your life. You solve more and more, and therefore, as you solve more and more, you evolve and you get better at solving problems. You have new systems in your mind for any new problem that you solve that you realize, like, I've solved a problem like this before, so I can just use that same exact framework and solve this new problem in your life. And then your decisions and your solutions to the problems get more and more high quality and therefore put you more and more on the path to the good life. I truly want you to shift your mindset and start realizing the true beauty of problems. Think of them like an old friend, like a master would, someone who you want to see all the time, and know the true beauty and challenge and opportunity that problems can bring to your life. Problems are a good thing, an opportunity, a key to a better life. Now that we know problems are truly a good thing, we're going to move on and talk about how to use problems to evolve. A problem is a limit on your mind or potential. So the only way to solve that is to get better and to improve and to evolve in some area of your life. If you aren't physically strong, capable, or attractive, then you must start working out. If you aren't smart, then you must educate yourself. If you're broke, then you must find some way to make money. All of these problems require you to evolve and advance in some area of your life to solve them. You need skills to solve problems, and the only way to gain skills is by educating yourself and practicing. By taking the problem, determining a goal and an outcome for that problem, determining the process that you need to follow to accomplish that goal and outcome, and then by evolving and changing that process so that you can accomplish your goal and your outcome and solve the problem that you wanted to solve in the first place. This is the system for success. Problem, goal, process, evolution. If you take a problem in your life and then determine a goal and an outcome that you want for that problem, and then you think of solutions to try and solve that problem, and then break those solutions down into daily tasks like I talked about in this video and that I'll link in the description, and then evolve so that you can execute on those daily tasks and those systems and processes to accomplish that goal and then to solve the problem, then you will find success in your life. Problems force you to get better if you want to solve them. They require evolution. But first, you must fail. You cannot solve a problem if you do not fail first. You didn't learn to ride a bike without falling a couple of times. You have to make mistakes in order to make corrections, and you have to make corrections in order to succeed. The whole essence of life is trial and error. Having a problem, trying something, failing in that, so you try something else. And you keep repeating that process until you find the solution that works. Mistakes are the compass for a better life. Using the knowledge that you gain from mistakes can lead you in the right direction. The more you realize where you don't want to be, the easier it becomes to see where you want to be, and therefore the solution to get to where you want to be. You don't want to be unhealthy and have a bad physique, so you must work out and eat a healthy diet. Focus on the outcome that you don't want to navigate towards the answer and towards the solution to the problem that you do want. Think of making mistakes as moving closer towards the solution to the problem. Invest into failing. 100 failures leads to at least one success and leads you to the outcome that you want and away from the outcome that you don't want. You need to spend more time failing and trying to find the solution to problems in your life. You need to start stacking your portfolio of failures. You haven't found success yet because you haven't failed enough times. Failure stacking and building your portfolio of failures makes you irreplaceable. Imagine if you were trying to fail or if you were trying to learn a skill. If you're trying to fail, you're actively putting yourself out there and trying to make mistakes so that you can know which direction that you want to take. But if you're trying to learn a skill, it's just that learning. You may know everything, but you're not going to make real progress because you're not actively getting out there and making mistakes and improving yourself. It's like this idea of quality over quantity. But you cannot have quality if you do not first have quantity. You need to make your first 100, 200 videos before you can start pumping out really quality videos. Where it's like, imagine if you had 30 days to build the best pot, like piece of pottery, shaping it, and you could learn everything you wanted, but then you just had 30 days to execute on that and try and make the best pot. Or if you had to make one pot every day for 30 days. At the end, which pot do you think will be better? The one pot that you had 30 days to make, or the experience of making 30 pots day after day after day, and then on the 30th day, your 30th pot? Which of those pots do you think is going to be better? You have to have quantity first so that you can have quality later. Stacking your failures so that you know which direction you must take to find success. You can't improve something that doesn't exist. You can't make your life better until you take the first step. You have to try solving the problem. Just trying and making that first step and making that first failure will put you leaps and bounds ahead of somebody who tried to learn everything in the first place before they got started. Taking the first step and taking the first failure is essential so that you can know where you want to go to solve this problem and get to the outcome that you want to get to. Building upon that, you can't take the next step until you can see the first. You have to solve your problems in importance of urgency and necessity. The key to changing your life is to solve the problems that are in accordance with your goals and in accordance with the step of life that you are in. You can't solve the level 50 problems until you solve the level 1 problems. And you can probably think of at least one problem that you have in your life right now. So go and solve that problem, and then that problem brings a new problem, and then so on and so forth until you have reached this level 50 problem that you wanted to solve in the first place. But you have to work your way up and build your way up with the levels of your problems so that you can gain experience with each one, and the experience from the past problem that you solved helps you and aids you to solve this new problem. It's like if you were on a staircase, and each step is a new problem, but there's a ton of fog clouding your vision, so you can only see one or a couple steps ahead of you. You can't see how long or big or tall the staircase is, but you only know one or a couple steps ahead of you. But every time you solve this current step and this current problem, you get to take a new one, and then the next is revealed to you, and so on and so forth, until you can see the whole staircase. But you, in the moment, could only see 1 to 2 steps ahead of you, because that's only what you will see in real life. You can only see the current problem, or the problem after that will be revealed to you. You can't see the whole staircase. So you have to build your way up, level by level, problem by problem, until you can see this grand staircase of problems that you have solved, every level leading to the next. So start with that, your current problem, and then work your way up, and slowly, one step at a time, this staircase of problems and the problems of your life will be revealed to you. You aren't where you want to be because you haven't unlocked the problem that gets you to this next level in life. Alright, now that we have talked about how problems are the key to progress and how to use problems to evolve and why you just need to fail, I want to leave you with some final thoughts. Keep an open mind. The only way to solve your problem and to find the solution is by keeping the gates of your mind open to new information and new ways to solve this problem and to make your process as efficient as possible. Struggling and having problems is like a law of the universe. We know that we can't have the universe without having struggles and problems. So we know that we can't get rid of them. So the best thing that you and me can do is to invite them into our lives and start to see them as a good thing and something that can improve our lives and as a new opportunity to make our life better. And so this is my action step for you today. Go and solve a problem in your life, something that you know would actually move you towards your goals and move you towards a better life. And start to see problems as these opportunities to improve your life in some way and see the fun and the challenge and the meaning that problems can bring to your life. And remember, you can't change your life until you change what's in here. You got this.